Good morning. Brayson, can you say good morning?
Good morning.
Brayson's hanging out with us today. It's Monday. It rained. So, since I signed off of the video on Friday, it was raining. Did it rain Friday? Was that the day that it rained? No, that was Thursday. It did rain Friday. It was last Wednesday that we had a bunch of rain. We've had a lot. We've had a lot of rain in the last week. We're sitting in really good shape right now. So I believe Friday we had like 3 tents here after I finished the last video, because we had 8 tents. Yeah, we had 8 tents on Wednesday night. We had another 3 tents on Friday night. Yesterday on Sunday we had 1.5 inches. So we've had close to 2.5 over the last 5 days. We've had lots of rain, lots of water, but it came slow over time. It's all soaking in. We're in great shape right now. So Brayson and I are going to drive around a little bit this morning and see what things look like, whether we have standing water or if it's all soaked in pretty well. There's a lot of water in that hole, but that's where it's supposed to be, so it doesn't look too bad out in the fields. We're a little concerned about some of the wet soybean fields, soybeans that are planted on wet farms, having too much water on them right now, but the corn and everything can pretty well handle it at this point. You get tall corn like that, you can't put too much water on it hardly. Alright, so Brock's here, gonna work on cleaning up our bean planter. That's kind of the goal for the week, I guess. Let's get the bean planter cleaned up. So we got to pull all the plates out and get that little bit of seed that's in there out. Are you getting any seed out? You got that tray? Oh, okay. I planted it till it was empty, so there shouldn't be much. Okay, I didn't know. Alright, Brayson wants to ride his go-kart, so we're going to get him all suited up over here, and I don't know what I'm going to work on. Alright, he'll be fine. He's going to be a muddy mess because there's water everywhere, but whatever. Phil is getting the auger set up to another bin, transferring wheat. So we've got all our wheat in this bin and the one next to it from harvest. We just put it in here because it's faster, and this is how we dried it and stuff. But we don't actually store wheat in these bins. We use them for corn in the fall, and so we transfer it into those bins in the back that are not connected to our grain legs, so we have to fill them with an auger. So that's what he's working on. They don't hold a lot. I think they're like 5,500, 6,000 bushels a piece in those little ones. I am getting our sump pumps plugged in, pump out our pits, all the water we've got. That one is going to take a while. It's a slow pump. There's a lot of water in there. Well, we got this one pumped out, so we moved our pump over here. The sprayer mix pad, we've got that channel in there in case we ever had a leak on the sprayer or something would break. We would catch it. Problem is, it catches the rainwater and we have to pump it out when it rains. This is a big project, but it actually probably won't take all that long. I mean, we've got the heavy stuff off already, so no matter how thorough we need and want it to be. Alright, I am back down here. We're going to work on my seed treater. I got that new actuator. I plugged it in the other day, and just to make sure that it works and that was in fact our problem. It was, it does, everything is good, so we've got to get it mounted back up in there. It bolts up here, bolts to this plate. I should have filmed that. I forgot, but it works. So we got our new Dyadic electric actuator up in there. It's a really fancy, expensive thing that not only does it move that rod in and out, which controls the slide gate down there. Yes, it's very expensive. It has a sensor in it to tell it what position it's in, 1 to 10,000 in 150 millimeters of travel. So yeah, that thing is expensive, but it's cool. We got it fixed. It worked. I tested it. It's all good. It scared me for a minute because it didn't work at first. I had to kind of move it, and yeah. Then it worked. Now we're good. Yeah, I was guessing we had a bunch of water down there. This farm here is right along the river, and that spot pretty much always floods. First I've driven by up here, I was going to see how much water we've got in this triangle field up here. Can't really see it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's water out there or it keeps coming up. So, but the corn we've got, there will be fine. I love the rain for us, for our corn, for our soybeans. Kind of sucks for the straw guys. And we need that straw baled so we can do some dirt work and some tiling and stuff out there. And yeah, it's gonna be a little while now. So the other project we've kind of got going on, including cleaning the planter up, is these tanks here. We got that one really good last week. I'm really happy with it. We're moving on to this middle one here. Middle one has a little bit of 1034O in it. I had it sucked just about empty. Obviously we're below the cover there. And it doesn't have the chunky sediment like that tank did, but it's got a gooey, slimy stuff that we're gonna try and clean up. So first thing we gotta do is pump all the liquid out. And we're gonna try and put it in one of those totes that we were using to clean out the other one, but there's a bunch of crap in those, so we're cleaning one out into the other one as best we can, and then we'll use our pump, set it over here and use our pump to pump out the liquid that's in here. And then we'll see what we're left with. Well, there was something still in there. I don't know if we're gonna have room for it all. Yeah, we should. All right, well, we got a couple 100 gallons of 1034 out of there. That's good, clean stuff. There is a little bit still in there, but it's diluted, or it's crappy stuff that's all slimy, and I don't want to put it in my planter. So anyway, so we've got to start pumping it out into totes and then spreading it on the field. Problem is, fields are really wet right now. We can't do it if we wanted to, so we're gonna have to pause this project and come back to it later. All right, well, Brock's back to washing on the planter. He's got a lot of the heavy stuff on, but there's a ways to go yet. So Grayson and I are going to go for a gator ride. We're going to go look at some more crops because our tour got cut short this morning when Brock showed up and I had to come back here. I didn't know he was coming. That's okay. So we're going to go try and go to the irrigated field. It doesn't sound like we've got nearly as much rain up there, so I want to know what it looks like. Well, let's see. It's definitely muddy here, but it's not terrible. This is our irrigation field. You get off the end roads to the whole ground, and it's definitely not as muddy here as it is back at home. We got rain. We have not had 2.5 inches of rain. We knew that because the first 6/10 we didn't get any of it up here. So at the most we've had 1.5 inches up here since Wednesday, and I would say it's probably not even that much. Maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch. It's all good. It's good, but I would say by the end of the week, if it's not raining some more, we'll be pumping water again. But we've got a few days. So last week, one day, I was telling you how I wanted to put a rain gauge up here, and I had been planning to do that. And usually I have some Golden Harvest rain gauges in my promotional product supply pile. But I was out. When I went to go get them, I didn't have any. Well, my retailer must have heard that, because when I got back to the shop the next day, there was 2 rain gauges there. So I've got one. We're gonna stick it out here in this bare dirt. There. Now next time we'll know how much it rains up here. I've got another one. We'll either grab the other one or we'll take that one and we'll put it out when we're irrigating sometime, just to catch the irrigation water and prove how much we're putting on, just to, you know, a double check kind of thing. So, but it is plenty wet here right now. We are not firing that up. I doubt we can go through the river back here, but we'll drive back here and see. We probably could make it, actually. It's not that high up here. But it's moving quick there. It's all right. We're going to go around. I wanted to go around anyway because I want to see some of the field, or, you know, see the rest of the field, and that's the direction we're heading to the next field. So, my goodness, this stuff is enormous. This corn is tremendously tall. Holy cow. This is a different variety than the north half or the south half of the field where we drive most of the time. 112-day Golden Harvest 12S75, and it is giant. All right, we are back at the farm. I spent a little time in the office working on some stuff. Brock is done and gone for the day, so we'll probably get that put back in the barn here. We've got 45 minutes or so before I've got to go. We've got to get Brayson to a t-ball game tonight. But anyway, I was working in the office. Today is the day that we got our pricing on Golden Harvest corn and beans for next year. So we're figuring all of that out. Phil's in my way. I need my semi-truck that's over there, tender trailer. It's all right, we'll wait. So he is transferring wheat, like I said earlier. We're filling these 2 little bins. Just augering it up there. I think he said he's got 2.5 loads to go, so that bin's probably about half full. We're gonna not do that one. Usually we put corn in there, sometimes soybeans, but since we started putting beans in that bigger bin, we use this one for corn now. But these 2 here will have wheat, and yeah, so we're just transferring it out of those 2 bins, but via the overhead into the trucks and over to here. So I'll wait for him to get this trailer unloaded and backed out of there, and then we can get our truck and go load it up. So Zach, the Haggy guy, is coming tomorrow. He's actually going to go down to Berkey to our fields down there, and we're going to spray that corn tomorrow. So I need that trailer to tender to him down there. We're going to load it up with water, and we'll haul a little bit of water down. We've got water down there. I shouldn't really need to take any, but I'm going to anyway, just in case, because we have not gotten as much rain down there, and our water system is collecting rainwater. So if our tanks aren't full, it might be cutting it close. So since I got to take it anyway to haul it from the farm to the field, I might as well just load it up and go. And we're gonna get that ready here, because he was gonna be there super early, but he just texted me and said by 9, which is better for me. That means I don't have to leave super early. So we got to get it ready. Brock's gotten a really good start on our bean planter here. We got all the heavy stuff off. We got back up in there pretty good. Good work, Brock. That was a big spot that needed some attention. We need to get it unfolded the rest of the way to be able to work on it a little easier, but yeah, he did a good job. So when I get a chance, if I get a chance, I will go through it and finish it up, get the rest of the fine stuff off, and we can put that in the barn and worry about it in the winter, I guess. Oh man, it's happening. I'm getting used to that 8RX. I'm reaching up here for a reverser lever now. It's not here. Well, I don't have enough water in my tanks for what I need, so we're gonna have to let the hose run for a while. We're gonna go to a t-ball game, and then we'll come back and fill that truck up. So I did make the trip to Berkey yesterday. Our corn is tasseling down there. It's not as far along as some of the stuff up here, but it is ready to be sprayed. There is tar spot. I confirmed that. There's as much tar spot there as there is here, if not more. I also found some eggs, some insect eggs, likely western bean cutworm. Fortunately, 2 of the 3 hybrids, the majority of our acres down there, are Agrisure Viptera hybrids, and well, they're going to kill those western bean cutworms, so that's good. There is 1 hybrid that is not. I was thinking about throwing some insecticide in for that, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't have anything that will work for that, really. But we do have to get more fungicide in the morning, and so I could get a little extra insecticide if I want to. Still don't have my Miravis. They're getting it tomorrow afternoon. We're spraying tomorrow morning. So we gotta get more Trivapro. Again, Trivapro is fine for corn, so it's not a problem. We'll get it and we'll spray it and we'll be happy with it. So anyway, we'll be back in a while. There you go, dude. We're back from T-ball. We've got a new driver. We've got some water in our tanks now, so we'll try and get our truck filled up for the morning. I don't know if we've got enough in there or not, but we'll see what we get. Off they go. We had one very upset that he didn't get to drive anymore, but Brayson got to drive it all day without his brother here, so. Looks like Phil's done filling the wheat bin, took the auger down. I'm not sure where he's going with it. Close. We've got 1250 in this tank. I've got just over 1200, maybe 1250 in this one. I was gonna put like 1350 in there because can't quite suck it all out, and he holds 1200. So My bulk tanks ran empty. We're just going to give it a little bit. We need 100 gallons yet. That won't take long. Okay, we're going home. Taking a go-kart home. We waited. We got enough water. Our tanks out here are empty, which is good because the longer water sits there, the better the chances of algae getting in the tanks. We don't want that. So this is loaded up, ready to go for tomorrow. I threw some chem on there, the stuff that we had left. We've got some of this octane and some of the specialty or additive stuff, foliar feed stuff that we're going to put on there down to Berkey. So we've got those. We got one jug of Travapro left. We got to pick up some more on the way tomorrow morning, and we're going to go spray some more corn. We've got, what do we got down there? I think around 250 acres we're going to spray down there, something like that. So it's 5 loads, 4 loads, something like that. It won't take that long. All right, thanks for watching today. A lot of little odds and ends jobs. Might be like that all week. Tomorrow we got some spraying to do, and then things will change next week. Holy cow, those kids got that thing in the garage. Look at this. I want to know how you got it in the garage. Did you hit Mama's car?
No.
Did you hit my garage door?
No.
Wow.
The tires have been this close, and I think was this. Our tire was under Mom's car, and then I turned, and then boom.
I see. All right. Don't do that. We should keep this out in the seed warehouse, not the garage, boys. It's okay for tonight, but we're not going to park it in here anymore, okay?
Got it, Ace.
Got it, Ace?
Yeah.
All right.